Hello everyone, welcome to Current Affairs MCQs program. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, consider the following statements about National Unity Day and the Statue of Unity. 1. National Unity Day commemorates Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's role in unifying India and promotes the value of unity, integrity and inclusiveness. 2. The Statue of Unity, inaugurated in 2018, is the tallest statue in the world and is located near the Sardar Sarovar Dam in Gujarat. 3. The Statue of Unity is one of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites included in the list of 8 wonders of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Which of the statements given above are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, or 1 only? The correct answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. National Unity Day celebrates Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's role in unifying India and emphasizes unity, integrity and inclusiveness. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The Statue of Unity is the tallest statue in the world and is located near the Sardar Sarovar Dam in Gujarat. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The Statue of Unity is included in the list of 8 wonders of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. It is not a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Now, let's begin today's episode. First question is, consider the following statements related to sovereign gold bonds. 1. They are issued under the Government Securities Act 2006. 2. They are issued by the SEBI on behalf of the Government of India. 3. They have a maturity period of 5 years. How many of the above statements are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none? The correct answer is option A, only 1. The sovereign gold bond scheme was introduced in November 2015 with the aim of decreasing the demand for physical gold and redirecting a portion of domestic savings which would otherwise be used to buy gold into financial savings. They are issued as Government of India stock under the Government Securities Act 2006. Hence, statement 1 is correct. These bonds are issued by the Reserve Bank of India on behalf of the Government of India. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. They have a maturity period of 8 years with the option to exit the investment after the first 5 years. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements related to Ayurveda. 1. It is legally recognized as a traditional medicine system in 24 countries. 2. The World Health Organization has included Ayurveda in the ICD 11TM Module 2. 3. The Government of India has been observing Ayurveda Day every year on 2nd November. How many of the above statements are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none? The correct answer is option B, only 2. The term Ayurveda is derived from 2 Sanskrit words, Ayu meaning life and Veda meaning knowledge. Ayurveda is now legally recognized as a traditional medicine system in 24 countries with over 100 countries importing Ayurvedic products. Hence, statement 1 is correct. By the 19th and 20th centuries, India formalized Ayurveda education, creating structured programs and a thriving industry that supports public and private healthcare. The World Health Organization included Ayurveda in the ICD 11TM Module 2, allowing accurate documentation of Ayurvedic health interventions. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Since 2016, the Government of India has been observing Ayurveda Day every year on 29th October to raise awareness about Ayurvedic principles, medicinal herbs and lifestyle practices. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements about the Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve. 1. It was included in the UNESCO World Network of Biosphere Reserves in 2000. 2. The Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve is home to both endemic flora and fauna, including species such as the Nilgiri Chilappan and the star-eyed bush frog. 3. The Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve is managed exclusively by the Forest Department as per the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none? The correct answer is option B, only 2. The Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve was included in the UNESCO World Network of Biosphere Reserves in 2000. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve hosts a rich biodiversity including endemic species like the Nilgiri Chilappan and the star-eyed bush frog. Hence, statement 2 is correct. While the Forest Department plays a significant role, the management of the Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve involves cooperation between various stakeholders including local communities, NGOs and private organizations, not just the Forest Department. Hence statement 3 is not correct, hence option B is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements about the focus on methane at COP29. 1. Methane has a higher global warming potential than carbon dioxide, especially in the short term, making it a critical target for immediate climate action. 2. India has not signed the Global Methane Pledge due to concerns about economy-wide methane reduction targets. 3. India's agricultural sector, particularly rice cultivation and livestock, is the primary source of its methane emissions. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? The correct answer is option C, all three. Methane has a high global warming potential, being 28 times more potent than carbon dioxide over a 100-year time scale and 84 times more potent over a 20-year time scale, making it vital for short-term climate mitigation. Hence, statement 1 is correct. India has not signed the Global Methane Pledge due to concerns about economy-wide methane reduction targets, especially given the dominance of agriculture in its methane emissions profile. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The primary source of methane emissions in India is the agricultural sector, with rice cultivation and livestock contributing significantly. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next question, regarding the India-Iran relationship, consider the following statements. 1. India and Iran signed a 10-year contract in 2024 to operate the Chabahar port, which strategically benefits India's trade by bypassing the Strait of Hormuz. 2. Iran is a significant source of natural gas and oil reserves globally, which could play a crucial role in meeting India's energy demands. 3. Iran has recently developed modern weapons platforms and has begun supplying armed drones to India to support its defense sector. Which of the statements given above are correct? 1 only, 3 only, 1 and 2 only, or 1, 2 and 3? The correct answer is option C, 1 and 2 only. India-Iran relationship. In 2024, India and Iran renewed their strategic partnership over Chabahar port, signing a 10-year contract that aids India's trade routes by circumventing the Strait of Hormuz, a region often impacted by Persian Gulf conflicts. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Iran possesses vast oil and gas reserves, and there is potential for renewed energy trade with India, which could support India's growing energy requirements. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Although Iran has developed advanced military technology, including drones, it has not supplied these to India. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Instead, Iran has supplied drones to Russia in the Ukraine conflict, and India may explore this potential partnership in the future. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements regarding the current di-ammonium phosphate shortage in India. 1. The shortage of DAP is partly due to inadequate advance planning and insufficient opening stocks at the start of the Rabi season. 2. Price controls on DAP have led to unviable import cost, contributing to the current shortage. 3. The government has implemented a per-acre payment system for farmers that provides subsidies for the purchase of necessary nutrients each crop season. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none? The correct answer is option B, only 2. Di-ammonium phosphate. The DAP shortage is attributed to poor advance planning, with stock levels much lower than recommended at the beginning of the Rabi season. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Price controls have made it economically unviable for companies to import DAP, leading to shortages in supply. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The government has not yet implemented a per-acre payment system for nutrient purchases. This is suggested as a potential solution to replace the current product-specific subsidies. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements regarding oral rehydration therapy, that is ORT, in treating cholera. 1. ORT solution can be easily prepared in any home, making it one of the most accessible and cost-effective treatments for dehydration. 2. ORT has been recognized globally as the most effective treatment to completely eradicate cholera, eliminating the disease in many regions. Which of the statements given above are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Oral rehydration therapy. Dr. Richard Cash and David Nullin conducted the first clinical trials of ORT in Bangladesh in the 1960s. proving its effectiveness in significantly reducing the need for intravenous fluids in cholera patients. ORT is made using simple ingredients, boiled water, sugar and salt that can be prepared at home, contributing to its recognition as a highly cost-effective treatment for dehydration. Hence, statement 1 is correct. While ORT is highly effective in managing dehydration caused by cholera, it does not eradicate the disease itself. ORT treats symptoms of dehydration but does not prevent or cure cholera. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements regarding India's economic challenges and opportunities in manufacturing. 1. India's labor force distribution indicates that the majority are employed in the manufacturing sector, followed by agriculture and services. 2. Regulatory hurdles and excessive compliance requirements are major barriers to growth for smaller firms in India. 3. Infrastructure and skill deficits in India have transformed from critical issues to manageable challenges due to recent reforms and investments. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only 1, only 2, or 3, or none. The correct answer is option B, only 2. India's economic challenges and opportunities in manufacturing. The majority of India's workforce is still engaged in agriculture, that is around 45%, with only 11% in manufacturing and 30% in services, indicating a need to increase the manufacturing sector's share. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Regulatory challenges such as excessive compliance and frequent changes primarily impact small firms, limiting productivity and growth. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Infrastructure and skill deficits in India have transformed from critical issues to manageable challenges due to recent reforms and investments. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements about Israel's recent ban on the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees in the Near East. 1. UNRWA provides critical services such as health care, education, and employment to vulnerable communities, especially in regions like Gaza and the West Bank. 2. The ban aligns fully with international laws, including the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the Geneva Conventions. Which of the statements given above are correct? 1, only 2, only both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees in the Near East. UNRWA offers essential services like health care, education, and employment to vulnerable communities in areas such as Gaza and the West Bank. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The ban potentially conflicts with international treaties like the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the Geneva Conventions, which emphasize the protection of fundamental rights and access to resources for civilians. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Limiting access to essential services could lead to increased poverty and resentment, potentially destabilizing the region. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Last question regarding the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, that is PMJAY scheme. Consider the following statements. 1. Delhi and West Bengal are the only states that opted out of PMJAY, citing better health schemes as the reason. 2. The scheme has significantly reduced out-of-pocket medical expenses for all medical treatments, including outpatient consultations. Which of the statements given above are correct? 1, only 2, only both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Delhi and West Bengal have opted out of PMJAY, claiming they have more comprehensive state health schemes. Hence, statement 1 is correct. While PMJAY has reduced out-of-pocket expenses, it does not cover outpatient consultations, which limits its financial impact. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Now, moving on to practice question regarding unpaid work. Consider the following statements. 1. Unpaid work refers to activities that individuals, particularly women, engage in without receiving monetary compensation. 2. Unpaid work contributes significantly to the economy, often accounting for a substantial percentage of gross domestic product, especially in developing countries. 3. According to the Periodic Labor Force Survey 2023-24, 90.7% of females and 89.4% of the workforce engage in unpaid work within household enterprises. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Thanks for watching. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.